Hey everybody, Ben here with your weekly fishing report. So this week we're hearing good things on the walleye bite in terms of guys having luck pulling crankbaits, shad wraps, that kind of stuff. Walker Bay's been really good for pulling shad wraps. The main lake's been good in terms of areas of coverage for the main lake. Our main rock points, main lake rock structures, submarine and annex have been really good. North Bar, Red Rocks and White Rocks, Pelican Island area have been really good for pulling shad wraps. And that's more so throughout the day, the daytime hours. Obviously you can catch them after dark and stuff as well, pulling shad wraps, but that's been the most productive method. If you're going to slow down and target key batch of fish, the bottom mounts with a crawler harness or a Lindy rig with a leech, that's been productive as well. Guys have been having luck catching fish with slip bobbers and leeches as well. So in terms of bite in Walker Bay, the most productive area we've heard has been from the Cedar Point, working our southward towards Leaning Tree and Ottagon Point. This east shoreline of Walker Bay has probably been the most productive. There's fish being caught up at Sand Point, off of the first and second and third points. That area, the south end of Walker Bay, has been pretty decent as well. Agency Narrows has been productive, again, for pulling bottom bouncers and crawler harnesses, and Lindy rigs as well. So in terms of the walleye bites, it's go time. It's cover water with the shad wraps, the bottom bouncers and the crawler harnesses, and just keep moving, just keep going. Key depths have been as shallow as 10 to 12 feet, as deep as 20 to 30 feet. So obviously that's a lot of water out on this lake, but those areas in Walker Bay, those areas on the main lake, those have been the most productive areas that we've been hearing about. So in terms of muskie reports, muskies have been, haven't heard a whole lot, honestly. Heard most of those guys are throwing bucktails. The north end of Portage Bay, I'll show you on the map again. The north end of Portage Bay has been probably the most productive area, both sides of Portage Bay, throwing bucktails, small single-bladed spinners. There have been some people trolling for them as well, but that's been the most productive area. This last weekend we had a high school bass tournament. There were a lot of bass being caught, a lot of largemouth bass being caught. Most of those fish came from the Boy Bay area, but there's been a good bite on those guys as well. So that's it for this week's report. See you soon.